Hello, I'm Cheryl.
Hi, nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. And you are Jamisha?
Yes, ma'am, Jamisha Carew.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you. I'm glad you're here today. What brings you in today?
Well, I was just for, looking to get some advice or suggestions on how to keep my weight under control.
Okay. Um, okay, before we get started on that, I would like to get to know you a little bit better. Can you tell me more about yourself?
Well, I am a student at University of Memphis. I'm a sophomore, and I am studying nursing, and I work, and I go to church. So, I just do a lot. I'm a busybody. There's nothing that I don't do. I'm just really, really busy.
So it sounds like you're really active uh, with school, work, and going to church and stuff. You have a lot of friends you hang out with, or?
I have one friend, but she takes up a lot of my time. Like I have a lot of friends, so she's sort of like this.
Okay. Um, let's dive a little bit deeper into your home life, if you will. So you live in the dorm here at the University of Memphis?
Well, I did, but now I'm at home.
You're at home, living at home. Okay. Well, when you were growing up and in your home life now, uh, what was life like for you at home?
Before I moved to the dorms, it was very stressful because I just felt like I was always needed for something, and I couldn't take time out to be with myself. So then I moved to the dorms, and now I'm back at home. I hope it doesn't go the same way it did before I left.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it at home. I like being alone rather than being around. I'm not antisocial or anything. I just like being by myself.
Gotcha. So I understand you like being by yourself while you're at home and stuff. But let me ask you a question. How did you handle the stress at home when you were at home? Since that seemed to be a big factor for you.
I think I didn't really handle it. I just took it and went on by my day and just did whatever else I had to do. Because I was working at Wendy's, and if I wasn't at home, then I was at Wendy's. So Wendy's took up most of my time, and at home I didn't catch a break, and Wendy's I didn't catch a break, so I was just like everywhere all the time. My mind was just everywhere.
Oh, and were you going to school at this time also?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, um, let's go to campus now. And what's an average day look like for you as a college student?
Um, well, I wake up and go to class. If I'm not late, I'll lay in bed. But I wake up and go to class. And after class, me and my friends will meet up and go get something to eat and hang out before we go to our next class. And after that, just hang out with my friends until I have to go to work.
Okay, and when you're hanging out with your friends and stuff like that, either at the dorm or where do y'all go eat? Do you have places in your dorm that you can eat and fill up, or how does this work?
Well, we have meal plans, and we
Okay.
use our meal plans at the cafeteria. And the school gives us money to eat, so we use those in the UC and other areas on campus to eat. And then there's McDonald's right down the street. There's Checkers. There are a bunch of restaurants right here. So most of our time was spent together was going out to eat, eating, and chilling. And we'll cook sometimes ourselves, but not anything healthy, just like Rotel and hot wings, stuff like that.
Okay. Let's go back to your home life. What were the meals like at home when you were growing up?
They were what I understand now that at the age I was eating like I was at home, I shouldn't have been eating that way. When I was little, I would not eat vegetables. I love to eat meat. I would eat all of my meat before I ever touch my vegetables. And it was, my mom just like didn't say no all the time, so I always got extra.
Sure. Okay.
And if I didn't get extra, I snuck it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so at college you have a meal plan and you can go to the UC or the cafeteria to get something to eat, but you also had the fast food places that you could go to, and then at home you were a meat lover before the vegetables came in. So, how do you feel about your weight?
I think that I'm not upset about it at all, but it's not healthy to be the weight I am is not healthy. So I want to get it under control because I risk diabetes and high blood pressure, and they both run in my family, so I know that they're both genetic kind of disorder. So I want to catch it before I get to that point, because I'm not that bad to me, but to the doctor it's almost serious.
Okay. So, so you have the awareness that, and that's very good that you have the awareness that you want to try to get this under control now, and a plan put into place to help you with your diet and losing weight, so that you can reap these benefits as a long result. So, when I mention the word diet, what comes to your mind?
Vegetables, no meat, no sugar, no sugar, no cookies, no ice cream, salad, water, no junk food, just no sweet. None of the things I love, and I love ice cream. I would marry ice cream. Ice cream would be eating for breakfast if I had a choice.
That really concerns me. And I'll tell you why. There's a couple of things. Because diet doesn't have to be bad or deprive you of food. A lot of the times it has to do with, portion control. The types of foods that we eat. And if you know those types of things, then yes, you're not so deprived, and then you don't feel like you need to go out and slip and go try something because it's not on your diet per se. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Another thing too is not only do you have to incorporate your diet and what that looks like, but you also have to incorporate activity into your lifestyle too. And I kind of like to think of this as a new way of life, a journey, if you will, an adventurous journey, so you don't get bored with it. So you don't, if you have slip-ups, you have a fallback plan. So those are the types of things that I see us working on today. So, what's worked? What did you try in the past to try to lose weight?
Well, in the past, as a little girl, I was really active, but my weight has been an issue since kindergarten. So in the past, I would get on dance teams and just try to do stuff. My parents have always been on my back. Well, my stepfather has always been on my back about my weight, and he would make us do Taego. Me and my sister would do Taego. We would drill us about our dance moves on the dance team, and as I got older, I still tried, but I shied away, especially when I got a job, because the job took up much of my time, so I couldn't really do things like that. So now I'm trying to get back in the habit of being active, and as diet-wise, I try to force myself to eat a salad every day. I've never did the time thing, don't eat after 8 o'clock. I've never done that because I just feel like I can't do it. It feels so hard to do that. So I told my mom that she would have to stop buying certain things so I couldn't be tempted to eat them, and I would eat chicken salad every day, like fried chicken in my salad, and then I've been trying to eat like, well, when I use salad dressing, I don't use the mayonnaise-based salad dressing. So I've been trying to use vinaigrette, and I've tried to lay off the pork and the beef because I recently had gout. So I don't know what the cause was, but I do know cafeteria had hamburgers every day, so I would eat hamburgers every day. So I'm not eating beef as much, and lately pork makes my head hurt, so I'm chicken and fish, and I hang out at Whole Foods a lot, so I try to eat a lot of food there. I like organic bananas, they're really good. And let's see, what else have I tried? I tried to switch from regular hamburgers to veggie burgers. Those are delicious, so I think I'm going to change over all the way. What else? I just look out for healthy recipes and just try to cook them. And I've tried to get my family on track so that we'll all do this together. So I have a little bit of support, because they just like sausage and pork and stuff like that. I don't know, I've tried. It's just, when I start, I get busy, and then I just forget about it. I always start, and I start off on a good note, and I lose, but I get busy, and I don't care anymore.
Okay. So when you get into this busyness mode, as you're dieting and stuff, things get out of control, and then you start back eating again on the way that you used to. Can you clarify something for me? And that was when you had suggested that you have to force yourself to eat a salad. What does that mean?
Well, my mom would cook. She would cook them pork chops, and then she'll ask me, I know you're doing something different, so what are you going to eat? So I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to bake me a pork chop and cut it up in my salad, because there's really nothing else for me to eat, because I'm not going to eat where you guys are eating.
Okay. I understand that. So it sounds like you're not getting the support from home in order to stay on your diet. Is okay. I know we've talked about the benefits of losing weight, and I am really proud of you for coming in and wanting to work on to change a behavior. This behavior that we're gonna tackle is very, very hard to work on. It takes a lot of energy for you, because it is a change. But the results in the long run of not having high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, heart disease, and things like that is really going to be to your benefit. So let's talk about How do you see a plan for yourself for weight loss? What does it look like for Janisha?
I think I should like incorporate more exercise and try harder to eat better, and maybe try harder to get my family on board with me, so we all can do it. Because it needs to be done, and I need some support. I don't have a support team, you know. I mean, I can support myself, but it's always that little push that other people give you that, you know, make you go on. So, I know, I thought about, we have classes here at University of Memphis, and I thought about enrolling in a class for hours, for credit hours.
Yeah.
And I think of it as a way of me being forced to do exercise because, you know, I have to go to class, so I'm going to have to do this exercise to get an A. So I have to play mind games with myself.
I'm hearing that. So, and that's a concern too, because we put all these messages up in our head and stuff instead of the good, what we need to hear, the good things. Oh yes, this is helping me lower blood pressure. Oh yes, this is going to keep me on track. Let me, if it's okay with you, I would like to share with you some of the things that clients have tried. One is they had a food journal, and every time they ate something, they'd write it down. And I know, it's a lot of work. And not only is it a lot of work, we don't always think to write it down. But if it's going in the mouth, it's got to be written down. You know, even if it's just a taste, you've got to write it down. And that's helped a lot of my clients. Another thing too is you talked about being accountable. You know, you need a buddy system, somebody who's going to be able to go walking with you, or suggest good items on the menus if you're going out to eat and things like that. You have a nutritionist that's available to you free of charge at the U of M in the Student Health Center. That's an option. Over at the rec center, you have a rec center, right? That's free for you. And they also have trainers over there. So some people pick the trainers up and go with that. So, I mean, are those ideas you think might help you, hinder you?
I thought about a trainer, but I don't have the money for a trainer.
Gotcha.
And I have trainer friends, and of course they want to be paid, you know, and if not, they're busy with other people that are able to pay them. So, the food journal idea, I think I had to do that for one of my classes. I actually took Zumba for the mind game thing. I took Zumba, and she made us do the food journal for about a week or so. And I don't know. I thought of it as a grade, so I never really paid attention to it.
What about, I know there's Healthy You on the University of Memphis campus, and they do Zumba, walking stairs, because I remember you saying you like to dance and stuff like that. I know that Zumba will get right in there, and there's kickboxing and yoga. So, I mean, are you interested in maybe your friends, you guys going and doing that at one time?
Yes, ma'am. I looked into the class called PIO. I think it's Pilates and yoga together. It's just this thing where, you know, I don't really want to do this by myself because I don't want to be embarrassed. So I feel comfortable if I have a friend beside me, but I do understand that I'm going to have to get over that feeling because this is something that I need to do for me. So I don't know. I've never really paid attention to healthy eating. I've heard about it. I think I went to one event, but that was like to just get a T-shirt. I'm guilty of the T-shirt, so no, I guess I'll look into it. I've never really heard a lot about it, but I did go, and they checked my blood pressure, and they checked something else. I don't know what it was. I forgot. But it wasn't high. My blood pressure wasn't high. I mean, they've done it once, and it was like a health fair thing.
Right.
And it was high, but there was another cause. And then when I went last time, it wasn't high at all. So I don't know.
Okay, so you have taken some measures of trying to do things. Let's talk about what are some barriers that keep you from succeeding? Your goal.
I think because I'm always on the go, and there's always fast food available. I just can, drop by and get taco and be okay. And then fried foods are always fast to cook, always easy to cook. So it's like a quick bite. And sometimes when you're bored and you just think about food, and all of a sudden you want it, so you're gonna go get it. That, and I have a strong liking for sugar. I'm a sugar baby. I love brownies and I love ice cream. And together they are so awesome.
Portion control.
I think there is not enough ice cream in the world, but I think I found a replacement for my ice cream habit. I started going to Sweet CC's, the yogurt place. They sell frozen yogurt, and instead of ice cream with all the milk and stuff, it's yogurt, and it just tastes like fruity juice.
Right. I hear you saying that you got the fast food. When you're in a hurry, you just pick up things that's quick, fried foods or whatever, and you are replacing your ice cream, your sweetness and stuff. Let's get some alternatives going for this fast food business. What are some alternatives that you think that you might be able to do?
Well, instead of going to get the food, I could stay at home and cook it. Or I could just wait until I get home to eat something. Or just grab a small snack before I go. Instead of stopping at a fast food restaurant to get a small snack. And that's the only thing I think.
That is some really good options. That's very, very good.
I think it all starts at home. Just keep your mind at home, and you won't spend money, and you might come out a bit healthier than before.
You might be even cheaper than what you think, too.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's go to another barrier that you mentioned was being in a hurry. What could you grab? What are some of the things that you can do when you're in a hurry and you don't want to be late for class? And what are some of the things that you can?
Well, recently I started eating string cheese.
Good for you.
String cheese, I don't know. It doesn't take a lot to make me full. So I could just eat like string cheese and a bottle of water, and I'll be okay until a certain point. And then I started eating pudding, instead of ice cream.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, to quench my sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
I could do yogurt. Or like always a bottle of water. They say a bottle of water should do it, but that just I don't see that happening.
So I hear you saying that you really enjoy string cheese. You use pudding to supplement a sweetness, and what about
I've started doing fruit, but fruit takes a lot of money. It takes like $10 to go get grapes, pineapples, watermelon, and banana. It's like $10, and it's well they do have the little fruit cups. They're like $1, but I just don't. God, it's on my mind before I go to the store, but when I get to the store, it's not on my mind, and I don't buy it.
So what would help you when you go to the store? What are some things that would help you go to the store so you don't get distracted and buy the wrong items?
I should go to the store when I'm not hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably should make a list of what I need before I go. Therefore, I won't be out of my budget, and I won't get things that I know I shouldn't get.
Those are some very good options. Very, very good. So far you've said that cheese string would be a good snack for you. Instead of hitting the fast food places, you could eat at home and make your own meals and be a little bit healthier for you. And I'm hearing some really good stuff. And when you're in a hurry, things that you can grab